Now to test the door with the not-so-Powersword. Now to crawl in. Obviously, I still have to do some touch-up painting, and this whole thing's got to get fiberglassed and stuff. But I'm happy with like making sure that everything works. I gave it a little bit of space, and again, I'm gonna have to probably shave it down a little bit because when you add the fiberglass to it, it will make it thicker. Plus, I'll be able to make it tighter and stuff so that you don't have any air space, you know, for that perfection thing. You know, you want to get it perfect. Originally, when we were making the door, we were going to go with the vintage toy look because we liked all the wood detail and the shield with the helmet and the swords and stuff. And, you know, of course, when you first start, you're like, yes, let's do it all. Let's do all the detail and stuff. But as we started to move forward, we were like, boy, this prototype door is looking a lot nicer as the project moves along, because we want to get it done. But also, too, because the whole thing ended up being based on the prototype, it just seems to match to go with the stone door. The other thing that I was worried about is that when the door went down, all the weight of Harrison and stuff would be on all that helmet and shield and stuff. So just to get this thing done, we are going with the rock look. I still have to carve the stone texture and stuff. Now, the other thing that we were going to do is we were going to put a hole right here so that he could insert his sword. I may not do that now because we ended up going with the toy way. Originally, I was going to buy like some kind of an electronic gadget or button inside that would, you know, do the butt. But Gina's like, no, you can't get that fancy. Besides, this is more clunky and mechanical and easier for a kid to play with, right? Or dad. One of the things that Gina and I really liked about the prototype door was the teeth, because it was like they were more animal-like. So we wanted to model them off of like a dog mouth instead of the vintage toy line, which it almost looked like just the lower jaw of like a human teeth. And they chose to have teeth go around in the front. We kind of liked it with no teeth like the cartoon and the comics. One difference that we did do, though, is when we first carved these stones and they were all individual, we kind of wanted to break it up by kind of making it appear as if they're maybe one rock kind of looking like teeth instead of just individual stones. So that was kind of a cool detail. It may end up kind of getting covered up when we fiberglass and stuff anyway, losing a little bit of that detail, but I like the animal teeth.
Yeah, I did too.
One thing that I can do is I can actually carve this tongue down in the back quite a bit, like about an inch or so, and I can make that drop.
So now we're on the back side.
Yeah, and locks in there. There's, like I said, there's a little bit of slop, but I feel like for Harrison that's good to have. Again, I think when I finish there won't be as much light leak in here. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you towards the end of the working kit is on this last tooth here, I added the elbow in there. Now, on the original toy, there's actually a little handle that comes up that you can use your finger to shut the door from the inside of the playset. As he comes in with his Powersword, since it won't be sticking in the front, he can just poke it into that elbow, pry the door open, and then lock it. What's nice is originally I was just going to do a coupling, but what ended up happening is because it was straight, the sword would have been down here, so luckily I had an elbow, and that kind of created the angle of there. So nice. I may have to shave a little bit more, but when I fiberglass that, it'll be real strong. That's pretty much it. I'm happy with all that, the way that that's going to work. So the next thing is once we get the final carving done, we'll cover everything with the tin foil, and then we'll do a couple layers of fiberglass. We'll sand that and then primer it, gel coat it.
Then I can paint?
Yeah, then Gina, we wanted to get this done before Gina started painting the whole thing. So, and then I can start working on the level that he stands on the inside. And the plan was we were going to try to find a paint color that matches the vintage toy line, that like tan or that brown. It's like a reddish brown.
I was going to say, is it orange?
Yeah.
Depends on what picture you're looking at.
Depends on what picture you're looking at. Gina and I wanted to get a video out earlier this week, but we just kept working on this and stuff, and she's been taking care of Harrison, so I could be out here and really pounding away at this thing. So thank you so much, honey. Appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome.
And,
not a problem.
Pretty soon we're gonna flop rolls, and then you can paint it.
Yeah, and I'll take my time. What, I get a year? I get a year?
Oh man, I hope not. I hope not.
No, I think it was more like 8 months.
Yeah.
Whoo!
I have the power. Castle Grayskull.
Let's go.
Let's
get
go.
out of here.
Pull the handle and come down.
And
Pull it all the way
you
down.
pull it, see, then it shuts. Okay?
And lock it.
And now you can lock it. Okay, here. Whoa! Dun 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 dun. You have to go save Eternia from Skeletor! Thank you so much, everybody, for giving us all the words of encouragement and stuff. Please give us a like if you like this project and these videos, and share with all your other He-Man friends, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Hemo.